Let's go!
Randall kicks it out. Portis tries again. Puts it in! Bobby Portis does it again!
We're on the boards, ladies and gentlemen. We got our first W against the Chicago Bulls, but it wasn't just any win. It was a comeback W when we were looking sluggish and the rotations were looking trash once again. Bobby Portis comes in to save the day. Let's freaking go! Run the intro. What's going on, CK Crew? Your boy CK2K, and welcome back to another video. And yes, we are coming straight off of a Knicks win. It is our first one. I could not live with myself if we dropped to 0-4, but we are 1-3 going into the rest of the week. We got another game tomorrow. We got another game Friday, but we're talking about the game on Monday. But before we do that, you guys know the deal. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell so you can get all the videos when they're coming up, the live streams, everything. You know it's lit. The grind don't stop. But guys, we have won our first game. Oh, that feels so good. And it's just one of those things where it finally feels good to win the way we won. We won off of defense and we won on a 15-0 scoring run. Now, I will admit I was pissed. I was pissed towards the end. I was pissed to see the reason why we got into the game, which was my boy, Kevin Knox.
So Barrett playing the point down the stretch. Knox will try another three. Puts it in. Kevin Knox from down.
And to see him get subbed out for Marcus Morris and Bobby Portis, who's the other hot hand of the entire game, gets subbed out. But Fizdale said, you know what? My bad. You're right. Get back in the game. And Bobby Portis sealed the damn deal so we can win this damn game. Dropping, what, 28 points?
Those tuning in, this is where the Knicks usually faded in the previous game. Let's see if they can step up tonight.
Portis. Bang! Bobby Portis ties the game.
And not only did he have 28 points, Bobby Portis was a plus 31. Plus 31. I'm going to let that one calculate in your brains. Plus 31. Needless to say, the highest on the entire rotation, right above Wayne Ellington with the plus 21. But the point of the matter is Bobby Portis went out there and had a tremendous game. Him with RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett had, oh my God, 14 rebounds, 19 points. RJ was looking great. The biggest probably takeaway with RJ Barrett is the free throws. We knew this one coming in. We need him to get his free throws together. The shot looks great. The stroke looks great. For whatever reason, it's not falling. I give that time. It'll figure itself out. But all that being pushed aside, RJ Barrett was right there behind Bobby Portis, looking great. Of course, Julius Randle didn't have another good showing. Marcus Morris had a very mediocre showing. But to me, Kevin Knox, Bobby Portis, RJ Barrett, and the unsung hero, Frank Ntilikina.
He's done a really good job. Ntilikina drives, nice feet inside, and Randle will finish. Beautiful setup from Frank Ntilikina.
Now, yes, of course, you're going to look at Frank Ntilikina's stats. You're going to say to yourself, he didn't do anything. Frank Ntilikina, if you did not watch this game, what Frank Ntilikina does on the court is beyond a stat line. And I've been saying this from days on end. From the minute he stepped onto the court in the first quarter, he was the first person off the bench, by the way. Put that in your notebook. The minute he stepped out on the court, you could see the tempo completely change. We were moving quicker. The ball was flinging around. The ball movement began the minute Frank went out there. Nothing against Elfrid Payton, but it's just it was a different kind of energy when Frank was out there on the court. Now, mind you, yes, Frank did have some senseless turnovers like he does. The telegraphing, that thing, it was there. But at the same time, he made up for it on defense as he normally does. But we can talk about the game was just messy in general. The real game began in the second half when we made our comeback. This is the fourth game in a row that we have had a solid third quarter. That is a big deal because I don't know if you guys remember us last season, third quarters. That wasn't our quarter. Third quarter was normally when the game was well over for us because we would always take a huge crap in the third quarter. But this year, again, the third quarter looked great for us. And we saw Kevin Knox go out there, put his 14 off the bench, doing what he had to do. Unfortunately, the three-point ball wasn't hitting at the same clip as it has been the beginning of the season for Kevin Knox, but he still shot 40% from the three-point line. That's still very formidable for Kevin Knox. But we looked really good. Wayne Ellington doing great things. I love the rotation with Wayne Ellington. You know, Taj Gibson not playing too much, but with the rotations we had, it made more sense for Bobby Portis. And not only that, Bobby Portis was also hot. So Bobby Portis had to play in the damn game. I can go on and on, but the fact of the matter was that, you know, amidst some of the rough rotations, you can see that the general rotation of the team is finally slowly forming. there's still plenty of time for us to figure it out. Again, that was only our 5th game of the season, but to see that we're finally getting that rotation in order and seeing what we're getting from the guys is very, very good. Unfortunately, you know, Mitchell Robinson played 18 minutes, was good, but he wasn't the greatest. I mean, plus and minus showing he's a -24, but he did shoot 44% from the field. We saw him get his first jumper in the season so far, and it looked very clean. He made it.
28% from 3, 40% overall. Mitchell Robinson, short jumpers, good.
You know, so many things to go on and on about, but the biggest factor is we won the freaking game. And what are the biggest takeaways to us winning this game? Number one was defense. We were able to keep this team under 100 points. That is a huge plus for us as a squad. Now, compared to the first few games, our steal total was very low. We only had 6 steals as a team this game. But on top of beyond that, when they were making a lot of crazy contested shots in the first half, second half, we were able to buckle down and do a lot better on the defensive end, and it was very nice to see. Now, one of the other things I was looking forward to us changing going into the game was bringing down the turnovers. We didn't really do that. Our average last year, I think, was 12. In this game alone, we had 17 turnovers as a team. Not a great look, but we were able to weather that storm again, like I said, in that second half when we cleaned up the basketball. And a lot of that comes back to Frank Ntilikina. Now, it's unfortunate how Frank Ntilikina had to get on the court because, God, you know, prayers out to Dennis Smith Jr. with, you know, having what's going on with his stepmom and everything like that. And it's unfortunate that that's the way that Frank Ntilikina had to be on the court, but in the time that he played, he was efficient. Now, of course, the biggest note of Frank Ntilikina is he needs to hit his jump shot. But again, when you only play 8 total minutes leading into your 5th game of the season, that's going to happen. It's going to come. I'm not really worried about that. There's a reason why he played 22 minutes and we came out with the win. I'm not going to give it solely to Frank Ntilikina, but he was a very big part of us winning this game. Next game comes tomorrow on Wednesday against the Orlando Magic. Hopefully that is another game that we can hopefully steal and keep the momentum going and going in 2 and 3. But who knows, because the Magic is still a solid team. Their defense is still at a pretty high clip. The team's been playing good basketball right now. We'll see what happens when we play them on Wednesday. But that's enough for me. That's all I'm gonna say in this video. I just love what we saw out of RJ Barrett, Bobby Portis, and my guy Kevin Knox. Really happy to see what we saw out of those guys. Now, is it still an argument to start Kevin Knox, or should we be, you know, keep him doing what he's doing, coming off the bench, being that 6th, 7th guy? That's yet to be seen. I would love to see him start, but the thing is, I like what he's doing with us off the bench until I can see that, you know, taking him off the bench won't affect us when we go to our second unit. Fine. But I like the combination of him, Frank Ntilikina on the court together. I've been saying that for ages now. I absolutely love that connection with them two on the court at the same time, especially with a guy like a Wayne Ellington who's hitting his jumper like that, and that spaces the floor for a guy like Kevin Knox. So I would love to see him start at some point, obviously, but for right now, when we're still trying to find our identity, I'm okay with him being our 6th, 7th man off the bench, and I'm completely fine with that. Or not 7th man off the bench, 7th man in the rotation. That's what I meant to say. But enough. I would love to hear all of your praises, all of your negativity, everything you guys have to say, positives, negatives of the game last night in our first win of the season, in the comments below. You know the deal. Let them be down there, and I will pick my favorite ones in the next video. But until then, we've got to do today's episode of comments of the video. Yeah, if you guys could tell, I didn't do comments of the video in the last video because I was just too frustrated to even get that far. I had a lot of points I needed to make. Comments of the video just wasn't in my brain, but they're back today because we won. Very first one I see is Latrell Jamison saying, I would like for the Knicks to try RJ at point in kind of a Penny Hardaway type of player. I like what we've been doing, and especially towards the end of this game. Double teamed, he was able to maneuver his way out of the double team. He was able to get the ball to other players. He was able to get and ones. He was doing a lot of great things with the ball coming through him. But as him being the sole point guard, I'm not sure if I'm on that bandwagon yet. I like him being the off-ball point forward, you know, the off-ball ball handler. That, to me, I prefer that for him in the long term. But we'll see what happens in future games. May 4th, worry more about RJ head getting big, all that pouting and pumping chest far too early for a rookie, but RJ's something different. He's not flashy and he not just role player either, but the kid know how to play basketball. Also, cheers Smith Jr. and Mitch have to go. Watch Knicks play when all three off the court. Okay, You lost me on that last half. I'm not worried about RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett has been a passionate player his entire career. I've watched him in high school, watched him in Canada play, and I watched him at Duke. That's just confidence. And I will not take that away from a player, especially as a rookie, and he's playing at this level. I will never take that away from him. I don't take that as ignorance. I don't take that as him thinking that he's bigger than the team. That's just him being confident in his game and his abilities. And I love that. I love having that kind of player on the team. He is a team first dude. That's not one thing I worry about. Now, as far as trading players away, I'm not on that wavelength yet, especially Mitchell Robinson. F the other names you said. The fact that you said Mitchell Robinson, you completely lost me on that one, man. Yeah. We're coming fresh off a W. Much love. Very happy about it. Let's go into game 6 against the Orlando Magic. Looking for another dub. Very happy. I don't know what else to say, man. I should have recorded my reaction towards the end of the game because I was very, very ignorant. But guys, like I said, let me know how you guys were feeling about that game in the comments below. What do we need to change? What was bothering you? What was good? What was bad? All of your thoughts, let it be known in the comments below. So you're your boy CK. You know the deal. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and hit the like. I'm out here. Guys, links are in the description below, okay? Have you got your new merch yet? Get your merch. You in the Discord yet? Join the Discord. Everything in the description below. You like the outro? Link in the description below. All right, I'm out of here. I'm going to catch you guys in the next video. We out here, baby. Knicks fans. We got one. 1-3. Let the season begin. I'm out.
Feeling like I won the lotto. Always taking trips with a new chick, asking where the time goes.